Welcome back. Gonna do my first little test run with the negative G TRX4 Tcv1. Start off running these J Concept landmines. I knew they wouldn't be too good in the snow, so I tried them out for a few seconds here, and then immediately realized that they weren't gonna work. So I went and switched out for the Traxxas Showdowns, which I know are really good in the snow. The Showdowns are just a really good all-around tire. I've ran this course once already when it was dry, no snow, with the J Concepts tires here, and it did pretty good. It's still a struggle, especially through this area. There's lots of little holes that the wheels want to drop into and snag points. And, but yeah, I'm about ready to go swap the tires out real quick here. This is running the hobbywing Fusion 2-in-1 1200 kV motor, and I was originally gonna. I have a 2300 Fusion Pro that I was originally gonna run in it, but I'm thinking I want to get a Spectrum 2300 for this one, the Spectrum Firma 2-in-1. I really do like the Spectrum 2-in-1 motor system. You know, it's just pretty much the same thing, but I feel like I like it a little better than the Hobbywing 2300 2-in-1. But for now, it's got the little Hobbywing 1200 in it, and it just lacks top end. Like it, you know, you hit the throttle, you mash the trigger, and that's it, you know. And I'm running almost the max pinion size pinion you can get in this TCV1 is a 17 tooth pinion, and I'm running a 16. So yeah, this motor's really got no top end, and the 2300s they go every bit as slow as this 1200 does, but they got a lot more top end for that extra punch. So just a fair warning, this is it's a long, slow video. It's almost 30 minutes long. I really didn't know how to split the video in half. I mean, I could have done half where I just go to the top of this little obstacle course and then made a second video going down, but I don't know. I just decided to make just one video. It's kind of just a fluff video for the channel. It's not the most exciting, fun to watch video, but it's definitely a challenge with all the snow on the obstacle. Alright, here we go. We got the Showdowns on here now. These are going to do a little bit better. Those J Concepts, they were starting to spin really bad. Got a little flurry blowing through. Yeah, this little spot doesn't look that difficult. This vehicle, I've ran it up here once already when it was dry, and it struggled a little bit coming up through here, but not as much as it's going to struggle with all the snow down. And there's lots of little holes that your tires want to drop into, and snow makes it worse because you're, instead of, you know, going up an obstacle with one tire, it wants to push or slide sideways, so it becomes a bit of a struggle at times, because it's, you know, I didn't put gloves on when I came out here, and my hands were getting cold real quick. A little later on in the video, I spit one of the rear tires off, wheel and tire, and I go in the shed and I spent about 15 minutes warming my hands up. Then I got smart and put some gloves on. I had to go hunt for a pair of gloves that would, my finger would be able to fit through on the throttle trigger. So fortunately I found a pair of gloves and was able to continue. So yeah, these dirt tracks are really good for getting grip in snow and mud and wet conditions. They're one of my go-to tires. These and the Crawler TAs so far have been my go-to tires for wet conditions and slippery conditions. Unfortunately, this set of tires with these wheels are really light. I got another set with the showdowns on there on my Trx4, and they're on steel wheels, but they wouldn't fit this vehicle for some reason. So you can see right there, it's a pretty steep angle for, you know, going up snow-covered concrete and rocks, and I think there's some red brick in there. And right now I'm snagged up on a broken piece of red brick. I do love those GRC axles. You know, the high clearance, they're high clearance axles. So the knuckles, if you look at like stock TRX4 knuckles, these knuckles have a lot more clearance in them, and I like the way the pumpkin is designed on this thing. Looks like I got a little bit of a belly snag, and I might be hitting my rear axle on something. If you're hearing audio in the background, I'm on my computer and I got Twitch TV going with Summit 1G. He's playing a game called DayZ. If I hear them get into a firefight, I'll probably pause this and switch over to that and watch that.
If we go higher up, we'll have that.
Yeah, you see that rear tire just slide down that piece of rock right there? If it was dry, it wouldn't be doing that. It looks like now my rear axle's snagged on that rock. But these tires are really good. They just pull you right out of shit. Where most other tires, they just don't grab traction. These ones do.
I think it's not a bad for us because it was a little bit more covered.
Oop, there they go. This little spot where I got to get up on the platform there, it's probably, cause I got rocks on top of the platform too that are, you know, covered with snow. So it's probably about 6 inches right there to get to the top. From where my front wheel tires are right now to the top's a good 6 inches. I'm just looking for any spot that'll grab. Starts to go. It's getting grip, and then suddenly it just releases. There she goes. Yeah, showdowns, they just keep impressing me. Crawler TA, the Proline crawler TAs are the same way. I run the crawler TAs in the creeks a lot, and you get that little slime on the rocks. And those things will sit there and spin in a spot on a rock, and then all of a sudden they'll just grab and yoink you up out of the spot. Got it. Now I got to go hard towards the tree or I'm going to drop off the edge. Then this little part with the long branches and the branches going across, it's got a slight twist and one side's higher than the other. So it wants to suck the car down to one side. And then also some of the branches that I put across, some of them have bends to where the bend is going up, and then other ones have bends where I put the bend so that it drops down. And then I also got rocks laying around, in between the branches there. So you can see that it's kind of sloping towards us right there. So it really wants to just pull you off the side. Even when it's dry, it wants to do that. And it's even worse here with the snow. So it's going to be a bit of a long struggle coming up this. Look at it, it wants to just slide you right down out of there. So I got to find spots that either my driver's side tire will slam into or my passenger side tire can hook onto on the front. I've ran my Phoenix, my Vanquish Phoenix up here a lot, and even it struggles quite a bit coming up through here. So I don't think the Phoenix would make it up with all the snow down here. Yeah, it just wants to pull you to that side and spit you off the edge. even though this took a long time to get up and over this, pretty impressed that it did it. I really didn't think it was going to do it with all the snow and stuff on there. And by now my hands are just icicles, right on the edge of starting to burn, sting a little bit. Here in a second, I think I roll back and I give it some gas and the right rear tire spits off. Right here.
Oh.
Oops. Anyways, I go in and I warm up my hands. Spend about 15 minutes in the shed and get my hands warmed back up and get some gloves on. And after that, my hands were nice and cozy. But yeah, you can see that one branch that my tires are on right now. That one's got a bend upwards, and then it's about to drop down into the branch after that. The bend is down, so I kind of alternated the branches like that. So this, it doesn't look that steep or that hard. It is pretty challenging. Then you also got, like I said, the thing's got a twist and it's angled towards us right now, so it wants to pull the car, towards us. There, I got up over that branch, and this one's dipped down. This is a spot where my Phoenix really struggles to get past. Tire in a hole, kind of. Pretty fucking impressive. I like this little rig. It's running the Shift X2 servo. I mean, it's so sensitive that if my hands are shaky at all, you can see the tire just kind of wiggling back and forth from the shakiness in my hand. Yeah, it's a tough spot right here. Even when it's dry, it's tough. And I got a rock right there, which is a snag point. Almost again. Come on, baby. You can do it. Look at that. Just wants to get over and it slips. Got it. I think. Yeah, I got it. Look at that. It's a cool shot. I'm going to cut the video off just as soon as I get to the top here. It's getting to be too long of a video. We'll do the second half of the descent going down that side, and then I'll do another video going the opposite way. Anyways, thanks for watching, and RC for life. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Peace out.